Hello and welcome to New Parents in Training. So today I went out and got this baby Brezza one-step sterilizer dryer. So one of the reasons why we got this is because we have a second kid who's on the way. Yay! And we need to start prepping for the baby to come. So today I'm going to unbox this and then I'm going to test this out. Oh, and if you are first time here in our channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you find our video to be useful and informative, don't forget to hit the like button as well. So one of the reasons we got this one is because it's all digitized, and we do have a sterilized dryer at home, but it's kind of semi-old. We want to try something new, and this digitized, and also this is 4-in-1, including sterilize and dry, sterilize only, dry only, and storage function. So it has a lot more function than the one we currently have. And let's see what they have here. Oh, try other great baby Brezza products to save up 30 minutes per day feeding your baby. Learn more at babybrezza.com. Interesting. They have a lot more different product up here. All right, so open this. Okay, very interesting. This is it. One product here and a user manual. So that's pretty much the unboxing of the product. Let me cut this open as well. Take out the cover, and this is the whole thing. Now we have done a lot of different type of unboxing and review of different products. I really enjoy doing the ones that's just simple like this. You open it up, and yeah, everything is included, everything is already simple. You don't have to do anything else. So anyway, let me go kind of just clean this up a little bit and then start using this. All right, so here's the machine. Let's talk about some of the exterior features first. Now, one thing, they do have a handle on the top. You can just use your hand to lift. Initially, I thought this thing was stuck to the body. So if I lift this, I thought I can bring the whole thing up, but no, it's only to the top. And there's no security feature to secure the top here. Now, you just need when you are using this machine, make sure the two arrows are pointing at each other. That's when it's at the center position. And otherwise, you're gonna have gaps. Like if you're doing this, then it's gonna be gaps. Just be mindful when you're taking the top off, whenever you're done sterilizing, because it's gonna be hot, there's gonna be a lot of steam. They do have 5 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here to let the steam out. But it's suggested all the hot steam is out from top first before you touch it. Otherwise, according to the manual, this way is to prevent you to get burnt from the steam. All right, so here is the interior. After you take out the lid, you have this accessory rack here. This is the upper portion and this is the lower portion. Now, don't think this is a lazy Susan. It's not. You can only take this apart like so, lift it up, and you can set it aside. This will be your storage unit after you are done sterilizing. Inside here is required to have 120 ml of water in here. Now, preferably use distilled water. If you use just tap water, there might be too much mineral in there. Then you're gonna have problem down the road. You have to clean more often to descale the metal portion here. Now, at any point, do not go over 120 ml because the fan is right here. Now, once you are done with sterilizing, now this is kind of convenient. On the side, there's technically 2 handles. So you just lift it up and then do this motion to dump out the unused water inside if there's anything left. That's what's inside. And then on the bottom, as you can see here, there's a filter held down by 2 screws. Now, according to the manual, it didn't really say when you need to change the filter, but just keep that in mind, usually about 3 months or so. But also depending on how dirty your environment is. The area that you've been putting this in is very dirty, then you might have to check on it more often to make sure the filter is clean. Alright, so now I have to pour 120 ml of distilled water. Now, as far as for the measuring cup, if you don't have one at home, just use one, the baby bottle. So here, this is the Dr. Brown, the small one. It says 120 on top. Alright, so 120. A little bit over the metal portion. Yeah, and also they have the max line here. So don't pour anything over 120 ml. When you are doing the sterilizing and drying, make sure all your bottles and accessories are being cleaned. You have to clean them first, okay? This thing does not do any cleaning. This just does sterilizing and drying, okay? So we have 6 different bottles here. We have a glass, we have a tall one, a bunch of small ones as well. Now, so I'm gonna try to put them all in here. Okay, as you can see, I barely fit all of them in there. Now, I would strongly advise you to use all 6 of them or even less of the same type or the same brand. So as you can see, like different variety of it, some of them are kind of thick on the side and some of them are very narrow. So there's gonna be issues with fitting. Now the baby Brezza has their own bottle as well, so maybe that's how they test it with their own bottles to be fitted in there. But make sure everything is upside down because the steam is going to come from the bottom upward. So that's how it's going to get sterilized and dry. So now close this. If I can close it. Alright, so it turns out it won't fit with all this stuff in there. Yeah, I took out one of the cap. Okay, much better. So typically we will separate the nipple from the cap as well. But just for this demonstration, I just want to fit everything to see if they all fit in here. It turns out that it barely, minus a cap. So there are 4 buttons here. One is the power button. The other one here is the dry button. And this sterilize, and this one underneath here is sterilize and dry. Now once you select whichever function that you want, I'm just gonna go with the dry and sterilize, and press it once is 45 minutes, and then press again is 60 minutes, and press again is 30 minutes. So I don't know why they start off in the middle session. I'm just gonna do the 45 minutes one, and once you hit the button and you leave it for a couple seconds, it's just gonna start counting. Now it's about a minute and 40 some odd seconds in, and this thing is already fogging inside. Alright, now it is finished. If you clean all your bottles and put in there and do the sterilize and dry, now if somehow those bottles still come out a little bit wet, then you can use the dry function to dry it up. Also for the sterilize, if you in a hurry, you can just do sterilize and then take out the bottle without drying it, and then use it to feed your baby and whatnot. But aside from that, this is really simple to use. Just be really careful once it's finished. It might be still really hot, so you just don't want it to burn yourself. Yeah, I can still feel the steam coming out. It's been a few minutes already. So what you need to do now is to take this thing out. Now, if you want to just do sterilize and then take this thing out and air dry, hey, you can do that as well. So just set this aside, and now it's a storage unit. There's some water in here, not much. So now what you can do is just dump it off, and that's about it. So in conclusion, I really like how simple it is to use. There's multiple different functions that you can use it, and it's very simple, just with a one click of button. Now just be mindful that some of the stuff is really loose like this. Initially I thought it was holding on to the whole entire body, but it's not. So be careful sometime when you're using it, and just don't get the water too high where the fan is as well. So anyway, if you have any questions, comment down below. Until next time, bye.